So, Blake Moore has been exposed by a number of people for the fact that he did not actually complete a $5,000 challenge that he had for himself in the month of October. And people are saying that he didn't really donate to cancer. Today, I'm going to tell you what I think. My name is John McFall, and I want to welcome you to the McFallRI channel, where I teach you how to make $25 to $30 an hour doing food delivery. So I've been kind of following this situation that's happening with Blake. I saw a couple of videos. Nugs did this video that was a really popular one. A lot of people watched it and commented on it. I also saw one from Hannibal, and I saw one from Robert's Hot Facts, and then there were a few other no names here that really, I think that they put these videos out just to get some clicks. But everybody was saying that Blake Moore scammed everybody and he didn't put the money to cancer, and that he also did not complete the challenge. My belief, after watching this play out the last couple of weeks, is I think this is exactly what Blake Moore wants. And I want to talk to you about that today. If you get value out of this video, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. So when we see controversies out here on YouTube, I've seen them in this gig tuber space a number of times, and kind of want to talk to you first about what happens when these types of situations happen. I'm going to mention just a couple of them, may refresh your memory, but the first one I want to talk about is, we had DoorDash dad, who is now the gig econ Don. He had a beef going with Bentley Coupe about a year ago, and want to kind of ask you what happened with that. Nobody's talking about it anymore, and what happened with the people's channels that were involved. I've seen both, the gig econ Don and Bentley Coupe, their channels have grown. We also had a few months ago that UDM and Pedro DoorDash Santiago had a little bit of a beef. If you remember, Pedro was going to take UDM off of the gig tube space. That was his claim in his original video. And guess what happened to their channels? Both Pedro and UDM had an increase in their, number of subscribers on their channels, even though this beef was happening between them. And what ended up happening was everybody stopped talking about that one too. My point being is, I really believe that when Blake Moore set out to do this, I think that he understands how these situations work. And I actually think that he wants the people to be, coming at him. So I got to admit that I actually played into this situation a little bit. I left a comment on Nug's video basically saying, I thought that maybe Blake was struggling because I've seen him struggle over the last about year on what he is doing on his channel, and he's tried to pivot his channel to other things, but he keeps coming back to DoorDash. And if you watch his content, you see a lot of the time he is literally bashing DoorDash and, gets deactivated on a regular basis on DoorDash. So, kind of my claim in my comment that I made on Nug's video was that I really think that Blake has really gotten to a point where he doesn't really want to do DoorDash videos, and he also doesn't want to do DoorDash. However, he's built his channel around this, and he in turn built his livelihood around the fact that he is a content creator that talks about DoorDash, so he has to go out and DoorDash to get that content. So I think Blake has really got himself in a place where he's kind of in a circle where he can't get out of it because he relies on the income from these things that he doesn't really want to do anymore. And it really came together for me when I saw his latest video come out. So I think that Blake is kind of doing a PR thing here. And the reason that I say that is because when there is controversy on somebody's channel, what happens with that controversy? You get a ton of people coming to your channel and watching your video, number one. And number two, you have people that are liking and disliking your video that you put out there. The other thing that happens during this situation is there are a ton of people that leave comments on the videos, and guess what that does to the YouTube algorithm? That will take that video and Blake, and it will put him out there to other people that are looking for content on DoorDash. And guess what Blake Moore is trying to do? Blake Moore, in this video that he had here, he actually is starting another, donation thing where he's trying to help a charity. And another thing that I thought about when I saw this video is Blake just started his own clothing line. He just started promoting his clothing line the last few weeks. And what do you need to get clothes sold on the internet? You need exposure. You need your name to get out in front of as many people as possible so that you can, have people see the stuff that you're trying to sell, that you're wanting to promote. And this is exactly what I think Blake is doing. I think this whole situation was probably thought of prior to it actually happening. Maybe, I don't know. It happened on accident. I really don't know how how smart Blake Moore is. Based on what I've seen and what's going on with this situation, I think he really wanted all the publicity so that he could start promoting his clothing line. So this is all speculation on my part. This could not be what's going on, and everybody could be right that's been talking about it. But after seeing this whole thing come together and how it is coming together with Blake, he's completely ignoring everybody, except a lot of people think that his fake account is the one that's commenting back on a lot of his videos, and this is probably true. But this only fuels the fire and keeps people talking about it and getting more people to come watch his videos, because the more, as I said, comments, likes, dislikes, whatever that you get on a video, the more that video is promoted out to other people. So I think that, although you think that Blake scammed you with what he did in October, I truly believe, in my own personal opinion, that the whole reason that Blake is doing this is so that he can promote his own clothing line. So tell me what you think down here in the comments, and if you think this is, possibly what's happening. Maybe you have a better theory, maybe you don't. But this is kind of what I really think that Blake might be doing with this whole situation, because there's a lot of people out here that are talking about him. Would also like to ask you again to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Finally, I want to leave you with, I hope that you are out there getting the money that you and your family deserve. And with that, I want to say thanks.